The Final Pleasure, written by Linda Mooney, narrated by Joseph Lovell. Chapter 1. Capeson. Myka could barely breathe. Pharaoh Capeson continued to pound into her, completely oblivious to the fact that he was practically suffocating her. It took nearly all of her strength to push on his chest enough to ease the pressure so she could suck in sufficient oxygen to keep from passing out. But she seriously doubted her becoming unconscious would stop the guy from finishing what he'd started. Men like Capeson weren't picky about who they fucked, as long as the recipient was alive, or at least warm. The Noxo sleeve she inserted prior to copulation prevented her from feeling anything. She could get fucked all night long without any soreness or irritation. Of course, the inmates thought they were getting a treat by getting to ride her. The nearly invisible condom was a little secret kept exclusively between the Lady Lays. Capeson looked to be slowing down. Good. This had to be one of the most boring fucks she'd ever had to tolerate. Myka lifted her hips a few times and moaned as if she was receiving the greatest pleasure. The condemned criminal fell for it. "Oh yeah, baby. Enjoy it while you can," he gasped, never looking up to see the look of patient boredom on her face. But if he did, she would shut her eyes tightly, screw up her face, and act like she was having the biggest orgasm of her life. The men never knew any different, and the majority of the time they never cared if she got any pleasure from the encounter. "Oh yeah, oh yeah. I just knew your pussy was gold, baby. Pure gold." Capeson was on the verge now. Sweat dribbled off him, running down his shoulders, back, and arms, and dripping from his shaved head to fall on her face and neck. Myka tried to avoid having the salty drops land in her eyes, where they would sting like a son of a bitch. Despite the cleanup and decontamination shower the man was required to have before coming to her, the stench of the prison was still embedded in his skin. She often wondered whenever a physician had to come in and perform surgery on an inmate, and he opened up the body cavity, if the smell also clung to the inner organs and bones. It wouldn't surprise her if it did. A light in the upper corner of the room caught her attention, and she quickly looked away. Of course the sentries were watching, getting their rocks off at the live peep show. Legally, the cameras were there for her protection in case the inmate she was servicing went ballistic.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?